Welcome to Bucco Banter on Herald-Standard.com. I'm your host, Rob Burchianti. With me again, Jonathan Guth, and we're talking about the first place, well, not the first place, but the Pittsburgh Pirates were in first place at the All-Star break, and since then they had a road trip that didn't do too bad. They were hanging right around the top of the standings. And how'd that road trip go after the All-Star break there, Jonathan?
The Pirates took 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals, yeah, the Colorado Rockies, and I really thought they should have swept them. But they only lost 1 out of 3 in Milwaukee, and so they were 3-3 on the road trip. Not too bad. I mean, you play 500 on the road, and you come at home and tear things up. Has kind of been their MO this year, and I didn't think they did too bad. I was a little concerned with the Milwaukee series. It just felt like the pitching was, I don't know, just not there. Yeah, just my opinion, especially in that first game. I believe they lost 10-7.
Yep.
The hitting has been there. McCutcheon's been a beast. Andrew McCutcheon, MVP. I would say if I'm a voter, he's the NL MVP in my opinion.
Right now, I think he has to be. If you in the league, not just the team. We're talking about the league.
So that leads the Pirates at 51-40. They're half game back of the Reds.
After that road trip, yeah.
And they are, if the playoffs started today, they would be the #1 seed or wild card team, and get this, they would play the Atlanta Braves. How's that for irony, huh, Rob?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have very good memories about the Braves, but I will say this about the Pirates: that even when they lose games, they lose them in dramatic fashion. And they were playing the Colorado Rockies. They're on the road. They're down about 3 runs in the 9th inning. Pedro Alvarez is up. They put 2 guys on. They have a long rain delay, almost an hour. They come back. The first pitch after the rain delay, Alvarez hits a 3-run homer to tie the game.
I don't know what you were doing, but I was in bed. I have other obligations in the morning, so I just said I can't deal with this. And I wake up to see that Alvarez's shot was all for naught. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, they did get a run off of Jason Gurley in the bottom of the 9th to win it. But still a good road trip. But the question is now, we'll take a 3-3 road trip at this point because they're playing well at home. But looking at this team, McCutcheon's been on fire, but McDonald has been a little shaky lately. Their starting pitching is starting to, even though they got Carson's back, they're starting to have some worries there. You were saying, you were thinking, looking trade-wise, what do you? Some people say they need a bat, some people say they need a starting pitcher, some people say both. What's your take on that?
Well, I would say it'd be nice to get both in a perfect world. I just don't know if
which one you need first, though, you think?
But first is pitching. I know, considering what we started with the Pirates this season, you would say, oh, got to have a bat, got to have a bat. But the way they've been playing, I mean, McCutcheon's proven, other guys are hitting the ball better, and they're scoring. So I would say pitching is the primary concern. I just don't think Bedard can get it done. And with the way McDonald is having some issues, I mean, just getting somebody to come in, and I don't know really too much about how Philly would deal with this, but somebody like Cole Hamels has been there and has won in big situations, and you have some other names, Rob, that you would like to run down.
Yeah, I was going down the trade rumor, and Cole Hamels would be nice. So the one guy that's popped up is Justin Upton. You're talking about the offense, and the offense. You wonder how they're scoring runs because they don't really have really great corner outfielders. I mean, they have Garrett Jones. When they have Garrett Jones in right and they have McGee in first, that's their best lineup, I think. But they don't like to play Jones against lefties, so you end up with Presley and Harrison out there, or different guys, and it just seems like they need another bat. But geez, they keep scoring runs. In the last game of the Colorado series, they scored 9 runs. McCutcheon and Walker were the only guys in the starting lineup who didn't have a hit. I mean, everybody had a hit, and those guys were the hottest hitters. Even without them doing anything, they still got 9 runs. I mean, it's just offense just baffles me how they keep scoring runs like that. But so people were talking about Justin Upton, and they have to give up Starling Marte, Jamison Talon, Garrett Cole, and the Pirates don't want to give up those pitchers or whatever. I mean, so I don't know. What do you think about that? Is Upton worth one of those pitchers? Do you think to get on the offense, or do they need? You don't think they need the offense?
I don't think they need the offense. It's all about pitching, in my view. I think the offense will come. It's not like it hasn't come around, and it's they don't have good averages, but guys are coming through on every guy on a different night.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
I mean, who cares the stats, really, if you're winning, right?
Yeah, and they're putting up runs,
Yeah, it is baffling, but hey, the pitching is really what's going to come down to, because that's going to hold it together. You know, and you can scratch a few runs over the plate. I just think it's pitching. That's just my opinion.
And I think the Diamondbacks have said here, Justin Upton's he's only 24 years old. He's like 1 year older than starting Marte, and he's slumping badly this year.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
But if I've heard the Diamondbacks say it's not a fit to trade with the Pirates. Some other guys that have been thrown out there are Carlos Quentin, who I don't like at all. And Josh Willingham for the Twins, and Shane Victorino. Pitching-wise, I've been hearing Matt Garza, John Lester, Cole Hamels, as you said, Zach Greinke, Justin Vargas, Ryan Dempster, all these guys as possibilities. Now, here's the guys that I throw out right away in this deal. Anybody that's a free agent at the end of this year, I don't want, because they might not stay with you, and I don't want to give up a top-line pitcher or a big trade. If you can get them cheap, yeah, but Victorino, Cole Hamels, Zach Greinke, they're all free. Ryan Dempster, Quentin, they're all free agents at the end of this year. Upton's got 3 years left on his contract, so he'd be worth one of these pitchers. I would give up one of these pitchers, Talion or Cole.
But don't you think I know, but got to win now, Rob. I don't.
That's what I mean. I think I would give up one of these pitchers to get. If you have to give up one to get Upton, I would do it. And of the pitchers I was looking at, Matt Garza, John Lester, and Vargas. I like Vargas. They're all under 30, and they all have 1 year left on their contract. So those are three guys, Garza, Lester, and Vargas, are guys I would look to. Josh Willingham has 2 years left on his contract, too, if you're looking for an older guy in the outfield. But pitching-wise, yep, I think I like one of those guys. That's what, I don't want a free agent who's going to leave at the end of the year unless you're going to get him cheap. But I'd give up a top prospect or someone decent to get somebody who you can get for 2 years, the rest of this year and next year.
Yeah.